Choice Hotels get you more of what you value. Here's a little tune to help you remember. Same drive, different day. Don't you wish you were getting away? Pack your bags and come on through. Texas, Ohio, Alaska, we're up there too. Comfort Inn, it's calling your name. Save on the stay. Oh, and free waffles are yours to claim. Well, I hope you like my little song. Book direct at choicehotels.com.
Listen, all you New Yorkers. Easy, taxi.
Okay, man, we're looking around.
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
It is the Anthony Cumia Show. How is everybody? Another Sunday, a very special Sunday, Father's Day. That's right. It is Father's Day. I hope all you dads out there had a great time. Maybe still having a great time with your families. Always, you got to get out, especially with the social media and texting. Everybody, you got to get everybody. You got to wish them a happy Father's Day, right? Yeah. And are you a copy paste person? Oh boy, you copy paste. Is that how you do your Father's Day greetings and Christmas and all that? When you got to cover a few people, you put Happy Father's Day, and then you paste it, but then you could personalize it a little bit. Hey, Bob, Happy Father's Day. Yeah, I'm a cut and paste guy. Doesn't mean I have any less feeling or want to wish them any less of a holiday or Father's Day. But, you can't be typing the same thing 20 times if you know a lot of dads. You want to give a call about what we're talking about, anything we're talking about this evening, or maybe you have a great story about your dad you want to tell. You want to enlighten the people as to what an awesome dad that you have. 800-848-9222. That would be 800-848-9222. My dad passed away many years ago, like in the 90s. And he was quite the character, quite the card. I learned a lot from him, but not in the way that a father normally teaches their kid things. There was a lot of, I have to make sure I don't do that when I reach the age that my dad was at the time. A lot of that kind of stuff, but fun. Not crazy, abusive or neglectful in a lot of ways, I remember being hungry a few times during my childhood. We were out in Southern California, Orange County down there. He lived in Laguna Beach. This was after my mom and dad got a divorce, and Dad winged it out to the West Coast. He figured he wanted to be as far away from my mom as he could possibly be and still be within the contiguous United States. So he went out to California to become a cowboy, and not like the Village People cowboy, perish the thought. But he bought himself a horse, had a little ranch, and I'd go out there to visit, me, my brother, and my sister, and I wound up staying out there for a few years with him, and it was I'm very thankful. Some of those times were a little rough, like I said, hungry. There was a lot of irresponsibility that I saw with Dad, but taught me a lot of things. Guns. That was one thing he was pretty responsible about, is teaching his kids, me and my brother especially, about gun safety. That was a big thing. You didn't just grab a gun and start blasting away. And that was pretty cool. As far as driving goes, I was probably 13, 14 at the time, and Dad teaches you to drive, right? How I was taught to drive was he threw me the keys. just threw me the keys, and I jumped in, and it was a standard transmission, an old Ford pickup truck with 3 on the column. And that was it. You learned how to drive. It's like the old, throw the kid in the pool, teach him how to swim. That was great. Little life lessons on girls. Little Anthony there falling in love with a girl at school, and Dad just, looking, going, God, don't let that eat you up inside. What's wrong with you? Smoking his Tarryton cigarette. Son of a bitch. That's what he would say. He'd look at me and just go, with the cigarette. Jesus Christ. What are you doing? What are you doing, Anthony? I think it was trying to say like bros before hoes or something to that effect. But it was a lot of fun. And then I came back out to New York and was visiting my mom for the summer. And I looked around and was like, I think I better stay here. I think I was kind of putting myself in a position where I don't know if I would have gotten to the point I am now. I don't know. I think I'd be wearing a cowboy hat and boots and drinking a lot during every hour of the day with my buddies around the ranch. That's what dear old Dad was doing. So it was awesome. It was fun. You might listen to this and go, how was that fun? It was a blast. Riding horses. I got a horse at that age, young teens, and a pistol. And I'd ride up into the hills of Orange County, San Juan Capistrano, where the swallows come back every year. And ride up there and go shooting. And it was great. It was like the last bit of the Old West. Not quite the 1800s Old West, but what California, the West Coast, if you lived anywhere between like San Diego and L.A., in those rural suburbs of the cities down there, it was kind of cool. You had your Laguna Beach surfer stoners, and then San Juan Capistrano, there was a lot of horses and equestrian people, and Dana Point was another one. I went to Dana Hills High School with Nicole Brown Simpson. I was a freshman. She was a senior. I was trying to tell her about that boyfriend, but what are you going to do? Yeah, so that was dear old Dad. God bless, rest in peace for Father's Day. It was a dear old Dad. Let's go to Jim. Jim in Oakland, New Jersey. What's up, Jim?
How are we, Anthony?
Doing well. Glad you could pop in, join us this Sunday.
Yeah, I lost my father a month ago.
That's a
camel
bitch.
smoker. Yeah, camel smoker. COPD.
Better than a pole smoker, right? Am I right?
Absolutely. But, yeah, he lost his sight during COVID. He was in a freaking nursing home, so.
Oh, Jesus.
It was rough, man. It was rough.
Yeah,
So,
there's something to be said. Like my dad, genetically, my dad's side of the family was horrendous with cardiovascular issues. So he wound up dying at I don't want to get too morbid or whatever when we're talking about this, but he died at like 58 years old. And there's something to be said because, like, obviously I would have liked more years with him. That would have been nice. But I didn't have to watch him degrade. And you want to be around. You want to watch him. I'm not saying it's better or any worse. It is what it is. But I hear some of these horror stories, and it's like that would just kill me to watch my dad for 10 years, 15 years, just deteriorating away. So I don't know any different because he did die at a young age like that. But I don't know. I didn't have to watch that.
I'll tell you.
Yeah.
He had to go into a nursing home. I kept him out of a nursing home for a year and a half. He went blind. I pushed everything against the wall. He didn't want to go. And he was around his apartment, knew where everything was, and I kept him there. This is the man, I'll tell you this. When I was 9 years old, handed me 2 Kiss albums and said, here, you'll like these guys. And I looked at the albums and I said, holy shit, who are these?
Oh, watch the language, my friend.
Sorry.
Watch that bad S word you just used.
Sorry.
Hopefully, in home base up there in New York, they push the dump button.
I apologize.
That one. All good.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I had to put him into, Medicaid, Medicare, whatever.
Yeah.
And it was horrible watching him for the last 5 years.
Terrible. But, if you got a dad out there, enjoy your father,
Absolutely.
smooth over any of those rifts that you have that don't really matter. Because I know a lot of people go through that.
1,000%. Everybody listen to what he just said. 1,000%.
Yeah, you want to do that. And, if you don't have a dad, if your dad passed away, remember those fun, good times. Like when me and my dad and a bunch of his friends got thrown against the wall by cops at a bar in Capistrano because we were fighting with some tourists that had come into town. And I remember that. That was a fond memory. Very cool, man. Jim, thank you. And sorry to hear about your pop there. That first Father's Day without dad is a tough one. That's a tough one. There he goes. Potty mouth. I guess his dad didn't teach him to watch your language, watch your P's, Q's, and S words when you're on broadcast radio, my friend. I know when you talk to me, it all sounds very relaxed, doesn't it? Like we're all just hanging out. These are federally regulated airwaves, my friends. Watch the potty mouth. All right. Back in a matter of moments with your calls, a lot going on. And happy Father's Day. Back in a moment.
Thanks for listening to the Anthony Cumia Show. You can hear the Anthony Cumia Show Sunday nights at 8. If you like the podcast, share it with your friends and listen anytime at WABCRadio.com and download the WABC Radio app. Hit that subscribe button on all major podcast platforms. Plus, follow WABC on social on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and X. See you next time for a new episode so you never have to wonder.
What the heck is going on here?